Welcome back. This is the fourth episode of Teardown. It's the craziest one so far, so make sure to stick around or skip till the end. You won't regret it. And while you're here, please do consider liking the video if you do like it. I'd be more than grateful. Anyways, on to the video. Hey, and welcome back. This is my fourth episode of Teardown, but this is actually a re-recorded episode. So I'd screwed over my original recording of this one, and the episode was kind of all over the place already, so we're doing a second take here. And because of that, you'll have to excuse a few plot holes. So we do have the pipe bombs unlocked now, and a couple new emails, but this is the relevant one for today. So it's for our first email from Lee. You don't know me, but I've had a series of break-ins recently. The last one I lost 2 very rare classic cars, and guess what? I know who did it. Gordon Wu. He's now bragging to everyone at the club about his 2 new favorite possessions. The break-ins caused me a lot of property damage, and I'd like to let Gordon taste some of his own medicine. Since you're in the demolition industry, I thought, well, I don't know if you do this sort of work, but let me know if it sounds interesting. And yes, it does. So this is our first look at Villa Gordon. Just big mansion, it's got a racetrack out front, sports cars everywhere. I absolutely love this map. And again, we've done this one before, so you'll just have to ignore that for now. The car wash. So our goal is to dump at least 3 of Gordon's cars in the water. There's 6 total, and I intend to do all of them. So we're just going to go through these cars one by one, see what's up, and formulate a plan. We'll start with this one, and this one is an interesting one. So it's a car that has new tires being fitted, but they're not on it yet, so you can't actually drive it around. And you'll see in a minute, but there's no alarm box attached to it, so all we really have to do is drag it out to the water, and that's one objective prematurely completed. So yeah, it's right here. It's even got a nice little car lift. But right off the bat, it's too heavy to carry. So what I want to do is blow the top off. Can't really break the metal rod, but I can detach it. And using these pipe bombs, if we can get a good angle, we can lob them into the top of the car. Or if we're... well, we could do it if we exercise caution here as well. Just throw like 2 or 3 real quick and then run. There we go. But yeah, you've got to be really careful with these pipe bombs, because they will kill you very quickly. Like if you're standing right next to one. Oh goodness. Yeah. There is no mercy. Perfect. And yeah, we'll just drag it out, throw it in the ocean, and get started with the more relevant sections of the mission here. And that's our first one completed. So the rest all have alarms, and that's going to require some planning. So let's check them out. And then we also want to take note of where all the water sources are in this map. So there's a few. We've got a hot tub, a pond near our escape vehicle, and then a whole ocean surrounding 3 sides of this island. There's also this pool, but I don't know if we'll use it. It's sort of out of the way, and we want to keep everything close to the escape vehicle as possible to cut down on time. And this game gives you enough tools that you could start with any car. But I think that we'll start with this one. Fairly easy to drive off this platform, So what I want to do is I want to drive it up and out, dump it in the lake, and then I want to have another car waiting there that will take maybe straight to the hot tub. So we're going to spray a good route here. This door will open automatically. We might want to get rid of these. Now, there's a lot of cars laying about that are not actually objectives, like this one, for instance, and we can use those to get between objectives. But there's also this one here, which is already on a trailer, so I'll bring that up to the pond, and we'll drive it. Oh, you know what, actually, I have a better idea. So that car on the trailer that I just showed, when we launch our first car into the pond, we could probably nudge that one into the water. Not sure how just yet, but I'm fairly certain we could figure something out there. Yeah, like if we set up a ramp and just smashed into the side of the car, maybe with it teetering already, that could be one way to get this mission done. So let's just lower the bed and adjust the car a bit on it. Quick save in case we break the alarm. Okay, there, so it's just about ready to fall off. And then all we need is to set up a metal ramp. So, prime ramp material would be this sliding gate here. I think we've just got to detach it around here. Yep, that's it. And just because of the length alone, it's going to be really easy to get the first car up onto it. And then yeah, this will save us a lot of time because we won't have to back this off of the trailer or anything. We'll just knock it in the pond and hop in another vehicle to get to our next one. Well, that's the plan anyways. We'll see how well this goes. But I'm pretty certain this will work. We're just gonna save and test it here. Oh, would you look at that? That is beautiful. So let's set this next car up here. So as soon as we hit this ramp, we'll jump out and we'll have this car waiting for us. And we'll just blast right through the door. We will open it first though. And from there, we've already got that car out there. Let's see if we can destroy this. Oh, we don't have to. It's just... it's ready to go. So we want to make sure we don't run into that. Might want to buy us some more room actually by picking this door off its little hinge here. And up there. There we go. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just swerve around, smash right through here. And that's our next car ready to grab. So this one's easy. We just drive it right into a swimming pool. And to allow us to go faster, we just want to set up an object on the far end to ram into. One interesting touch with this game, and you might have been able to tell right there if you have a keen eye for it, but there's actually some cars are rear-wheel drive, some are all-wheel drive, and that really changes what utilities you can use cars for. So, for instance, if I had to bring a car off-road, I wouldn't use this one. This is a rear-wheel drive one. Okay. So we'll just aim for the front wheel of the car there. And that should be good. So, to recap, there was a car here, we chucked it in the ocean already. So this is our starter vehicle. Drive it out the door, up the ramp, and we basically get it and this other one into the pond at once. We take this car to drive through the building and then to the one here under the porch. It just goes right into the hot tub. And then we need our next vehicle. So our next one will be this classic sports car. This is actually one that we stole from Lee earlier. And we want a way to get between the hot tub and the classic sports car there. So I'm gonna take a peek around for some other small vehicles just to use in between. So there, we jump out around that time. And we just want to make sure we kind of barely clip the corner. And then blast away through this hedge. Now, one of my gripes is you can't actually set like these hedges on fire and just let the fire get rid of them. Like, they're not flammable. And I think part of that is because the way these levels are designed, the grass and the leaves use the same section of the color palette. And that means that that's not actually an available option, because otherwise you'd have grass fires, and I think that that would be a little worse for the game, in my opinion anyways. You'd start some very large fires that way. Okay. Probably just run it right into that bush. So, drive that into the hot tub, drive that into the bush, grab the classic sports car, and we've pretty much got a straightaway out to the ocean already. And that's where our sort of knockoff Lamborghini is waiting in that shed over there. That's our next target. Now for this, it's got a really long cable. So I'll just save here. I think I got it just about right there. But that will let us hop into the car without having to enter the garage first. Really, the trick with this level is just making sure that you're not wasting too much time walking, because you can't, like, run. So, this is our final car, actually. And we've just got to dump it in the water anywhere. But because of where our escape vehicle is placed, the pond is the best place to dump it. So what I'm thinking is we go just cruising down the street and then we'll have a hole opened in the wall here. Ram it through the hole and it'll end up in the pond, and we'll be good to go. So I've got a few things to set up for that. First is I want to deal with this, removing this sliding gate, because if it doesn't open fast enough, then that's going to slow us down pretty significantly. Actually, you know what would be hilarious would be if we used the gate and we ramped over the wall. How cool would that be? Yeah, because we could have the ramp be kind of between these trees at an angle. Okay, that might be good enough. And the only thing that might stop us here is I don't know how good that car is going on the dirt there. So we're gonna save and test that. Okay. Oh, it's possible, but we'll need a little practice. Perfect. And then, yeah, we'll just blast with our shotgun a hole through there. And that's our whole plan complete. So, yeah, again, blast a hole through there for our escape. But other than that, we take this car, ramp it, dump both at once, drive through the building, grab the sports car under the porch, dump it in the hot tub, hop in there, get to the classic sports car, cruise through to the ocean, hop in the Lambo, up and around, over the fence, into the pond, through the hole, and out. This is actually a lot more efficient than my first time playing this level too. And it's an entirely different approach, so I'm happy with that. If I do ever have to replay a level for an episode, I don't want to do something that I already know works, and that's one of the things I like about this game. It's really replayable in that sense. That you can just intentionally do a very different plan than before. Okay, this is our first attempt. One of those didn't sync correctly. I think it's this one. Yeah. So we'll adjust that a little bit. All we need to do is make it so that our target for that one is a little further to the left. Because, yeah, we're already approaching it at a bit of an angle there. So... and I think that should be pretty good. Okay, attempt number 2. Oh, screwed that up a little. Attempt number 3. Yeah, you gotta be sorta easy on the throttle on some of these if you're gonna go over off-road sections like that. Perfect. Yes! Whew. Hey, that was good. 8.6 seconds remaining, and we set it up in 26 minutes, which it took like over half an hour to set up for the last one, like 40-something minutes. So this is good, I'm happy with that. All 6 cars sunk. And yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again in the next one. Have a good one.